Hi guys, how you doing? This is Q coming to you from diygenesis, and I wanted to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. And so today's tutorial, I wanted to shout out to Nilo for reaching out to me in the comments, and he asked me about how to actually do a WordPress install through this tool Local. So if you've not seen it in previous videos before, I talked about how to install Local and how to set it up, and I've also talked about how to take your live site from live site to the local. And then in this tutorial, we're going to talk about what Nilo talked about in the comments was how do I install WordPress manually inside of the tool that we know as Local. So let's jump into Local, the tool. I already have it spun up and it's running. So I use this example site here, and you can see that let's say you were trying to update the version of WordPress. You can see right here inside of Local, it automatically wants to go ahead and have you just hit this button here, and then it would automatically update you to 5.6. But I wanted to demonstrate and show you how you could actually take this tool and you can install it manually. Now, this is something I've done countless times before, not with this tool, but on a live server. I would drag my files over to update my WordPress version. Like sometimes you'll run into it where the automatic update won't work or whatever the reason might be, but you can actually drag your files over. And this works whether you're doing this in this tool Local or if you're doing it live. You're going to follow the same steps, and it should give you a error-free upgrade of your WordPress version. So let's jump into that. Now, one of the neat little things that I discovered while I've been using this tool, really enjoy this tool a lot, is that if you come up here in this section, and this should be the same way on Windows, I believe it is, and if you touch this little arrow here, you'll see that it opens up a Finder window. It should be a Windows Explorer window on Windows. Now, that's leading you right to where this example local site lives, the one that we were just looking at, March as 1. And this right here is a local version of that site. So what we'll do is, if we want to see where the WordPress files live, we'll go to App, and then we'll go to Public. And then you'll see all of your WordPress files that you want to upgrade. Now, one file and folder actually in particular is this WP content folder. This is the one that you don't want to overwrite if you have a existing site complete already. So if you have an existing site complete already, then you don't want to overwrite that folder because it'll overwrite all your styles. It'll overwrite all of the presentation layer stuff that you've done. So if you've already gotten your colors established, you've already customized your theme, you don't want to overwrite this. And so you can see what I mean by, if you go here and say you had your own special theme, you wouldn't want to overwrite that folder because all your plugins live here. All of your uploads that you say you had imagery, all of that lives there. So you don't want to overwrite this folder. And so typically whenever I do WordPress updates, I don't overwrite that folder at all. So I just wanted to point that out to you to make sure that that's a pitfall that you don't fall into when you're doing your update of WordPress. All right, so now that we have that Finder window open, this is where the local site lives, and this particular one we're talking about. Now this is going back to my desktop, and as you can see, I already have version 5.6 as the latest version of WordPress already downloaded. And then I unzip the folder, and now it's just a WordPress folder here, and it's got all of the latest and greatest. Now you can see right here we're running 5.41, right? Well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna open up that other Finder window. So let me go back there and get back to that desktop. See, you can see that right there, that desktop Finder window, and then we'll go back to WordPress. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna drag these. Now first of all we're gonna do is we're gonna select them all, and then we will unselect WP content. So in that case I did a shift and then I did a select, and that selected everything, and I did a command to unselect just this one, and I believe on Windows that will be Control. So then what you're gonna do is, because we already know here where we want these to go, we want it to go into this folder. So what you could do is you see this folder here, and so what we can do is we'll go through and we'll copy the 18 items, and then we'll go to this folder right here. Make sure you select the folder, and then you'll right click, and then you'll do paste 18 items. And then it's going to give you this message up here. Windows, it will be Windows Explorer will give you something very similar, asking whether you want to go through and replace. In this case, we'll say, yep, I want to go ahead and replace all, apply to all. And so I'll hit replace, and then it's going to go through and copy all those folders and files. Boom. Okay, we're done. Now let's test it out. So I'm going to go ahead and stop that running, and let's see if I'm going to start it back up. And now, as you can tell, when I start it back up, we're running version 5.6. So we just manually updated this version of WordPress from 5.41 to 5.6. Now we can also go and test it and hit open site. Okay, here's the example site that was running before, and everything is in place doing what it's supposed to do. And then also what we can also do is we'll go back to local, and we can go to our admin to sign in. It's going to ask you to go ahead and update that WordPress database. You're going to hit continue, and then we'll sign into it. Let's see what this one is here. Oh. Don't want to do that. All right, yep, this email is correct. We sign in. We'll save that. We'll add this. And so as you can tell, we're now on our dashboard. You can see right down here in the corner, we're now running version 5.6. And then here's the versions right here. Now, one of the neat things that they've been doing in WordPress that I'm really impressed about is you can enable automatic updates for all versions of WordPress. So we're just going to go ahead and press that because we wanted to go ahead and automatically update our versions of WordPress from now on. And that'll just be one extra step that we don't really have to focus on. So hopefully, guys, this has been informative. Nilo, thank you so much for your comment. And anyone else out there, please make sure you leave your comments and definitely go forward and let me know if there's any other videos you guys would like to see. I would certainly love to shoot those videos for you. And it's been great, guys, building out this content for you and demonstrating what we're going to be doing in the new year as well, going forward in 2021. So again, thank you guys for your support. Thank you for all my subscribers that are there. And I'm looking forward to anyone else that's out there that's looking to subscribe. So please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the share button, and of course hit the notification bell so you can get these new latest and greatest videos every time we release content here at DIY Genesis. And of course, please leave comments below of any videos you would like to see me shoot. Again, guys, have a very Merry Christmas, and I am excited about the new year and the things that are to come. So again, thank you again, guys. This has been Q coming to you from DIY Genesis.